everybody, and I guess you probably can't even figure out who this is, and it's Stephanie, but I haven't done a video in a while, and it is because I'm busy again, where I'm picking up my nieces and nephews and dropping them off and just, doing a lot, but it means that time is flying fast, so it's like I better do a video so I can do one on Sunday, and this way I can get caught up. So warning, it's gonna be a little long. See, 2 sticky notes there, but then you'll be caught up. So first of all, the song I chose is Beautiful Message. It's been going on in my head, and the message on Sunday was about how Jesus likes to be right in the middle of her messages, so that song's perfect. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys this the last time, my last video, but I was getting gas one day. Now, thankfully, I'm sleeping better, and usually, I'm a lot better about not getting overwhelmed when I'm driving, and, but for whatever reason, I think I was really tired, but I was getting gas, and I was only meant to get $10, so it went up to 12, and I was like, oh no, and for some reason it was like, forgot how to make the gas stop going, so I got gas all over my hands, on my car, on the pavement out there, but the guys came out, and they're like, here, go in the bathroom and wash your hands. That smell stuck on my hands so bad for days. So yes, thankfully, I guess I have that happen a lot, but at least there wasn't fire or anything, but it was just one of those. I'd never done that before, but now I'm really cautious to make sure I make that nozzle stop getting gas out. So yes, okay. Whacked my head on the fridge, Charlene's house. Yes, you guys know fridges are like that. Oh, and I'm still waiting to hear back about the service dog. And I'll let you guys know, but of course the thing I'm excited about is that they can get stuff out of the fridge for me, so I'm not bonking myself on it. Okay, I'll save those. Yes, almost put my shirt on that I was hanging up on a hanger. That was weird. Oh yes, okay, so I'm gonna save that one for discussing. Whacked my hand on the door, my bathroom door, and I went to put one sock on, and I realized I already had a sock in each foot. Tripped over the box springs, so yes, this room is kind of small, and I, have the bad habit of having stuff in the corner of my room, so I whacked my foot on the box spring, and then it almost fell right between where I have my shelves, and didn't fall, but it was just one of those, Alright, yes, forgot to zip up my fly, sticky note, oh yes, I dropped one of my sticky notes. I didn't realize it had fallen on the ground after my car before I get to the door, and I was just wondering what had happened to it, so that was kind of funny. Alright. Been able to figure out how to get, oh yes, I'll save that for discussion. Okay. Yes. Okay. Looked in the fridge for a knife. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the couple of discussions. First of all, I've been able to pick up the kids, Isaac and Din's kids. I get to transport them after school, and it's awesome. But my brother, the keypad that opens the garage on their house was broken, so he said, 2 options. You can try to fix it yourself with a new battery, or come out here, and he works like 20 minutes away. I was like, why don't I go out there, because I know I'll get frustrated trying to put the battery in. So, and I had just gone for a run, and for whatever reason, my map system was not working. Wasn't sure if it was because my battery was almost dead. So I asked Isaac for directions, and of course, they were pretty good, but then I missed the turn, and so now, and I was supposed to be back at the house at like 2:15 because the kids were coming. So, he texted, and I couldn't make phone calls because my phone was broke and I had to get it fixed. So, he just kept texting me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then went all the way to one road and was coming back the other way, and he had said, look for this one road, and there landed. Lo and behold, there was his work, like right there, and I was like, yes, I found it. And it was incredible because even though I was hungry, starting to feel, just needed impatient, etc., but I took a deep breath and I got there to Isaac's work, like, without freaking out, and that is, like, amazing because all of those factors usually do cause a freak out. So, and even Isaac was like, good job. So that was a huge thing. Okay. Oh, yes. And some lady, this has happened a couple of times to me. Oh, no, just, yeah. So I had parked at Trader Joe's, and this lady was in checking out, and she was yelling at me, you're parked in the handicap spot, and you don't even have a placard. And I was like, literally, I was looking out the door, out in front of the store, and could see my placard hanging right there, but I don't think the lady was expecting me to be, young or whatever. So she still left in a huff, and a lady next to me was like, that happens to me all the time, because I think we all have this, like, image in our minds, like somebody handicapped is like in a wheelchair or has canes or whatever. So it was nice that had happened to her before, but it was just like, really? Yes, okay. Now, also, I was trying to find an address, and I knew it was on Academy, and I was just trying to, because my map was being tricky. And so I'm like, I guess I should just see what that address number is. So I knew what it was, and I had just passed one that said like 3500. The address was that, and I'm like, you know what? I realized like the addresses were going down. And I was like, it's got to be right here. And lo and behold, I found that building, and it was awesome. Also, I've been driving really well, especially at night, because I have the meeting I go to, and so my glasses are great. So it's just kind of nice that I'm still really good with driving even at night. So, okay. Yes, so I'm going to, this is a long one, but it's worth it. So I'm not even going to break it up because it's awesome. So bear with me as I get through it. Lost, Alone, and Isolated is the chapter titles. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple, he heard my voice. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He made darkness his covering, his canopy around him. Out of the brightness of his presence, clouds advanced. He shot his arrows and scattered my enemies. Great bolts of lightning routed them. Psalm 118:6. There was one who was unafraid of any evil that might rise against her, unafraid of even the hint of bad news. Her heart stood fast, believing the God, trusting in his tender mercy of God forever and ever. How often he had arisen as light in the darkness. How often she had called upon him from the very center of trouble, knowing that he heard her the instant each storm broke upon her, knowing he would come at once and deliver her. He had been so full of love. She had sung and proclaimed his goodness, saying, "Who is like the Lord our God, who has his dwelling so high, yet humbles himself to take part of things that are far below him in heavens and on earth." But now she found herself standing alone, isolated, looking into a great mist, fold after fold. The hills lay before her, but always an impenetrable mist. She could see no path, only a little track in the valley below. She felt quite alone. For a while she stood, listening, feeling an inward isolation and uncertainty harder to bear than any acute physical pain that had been there. Softly, voices began to speak within her, now stealing her courageous, now filling her with courage again. My heart and my flesh fail, but God is my strength, my heart, and good portion that is allotted to me forever. My closest friend avoid me, or else they have no idea what is happening in the depths of my soul. And even my own family does not understand. Nevertheless, I am with you moment by moment, because you have reached out for my strong hand. My tears have flowed day and night, while unbelievers look at me and think, where is your God now? You shall answer me, the Lord is God. Why are you downcast, O my soul? And why are you so unsettled within me? Hope in me, your God, for you shall yet praise him who gives the very blush of health to your face. No path I'm forced to walk in is hidden from God. I know that the ways that you must walk, all your ways are before me. As for me, my way is perfect, and I make your way perfect. The people never thirsted, even when I led them through the desert. Will you faint, though I lead you as though mist-clouded, you through mist-clouded hills? When her inner struggle ceased, she looked again at the mist and saw that a great light was growing in its very heart. At once she knew that she was not alone, had never been alone. God was her refuge and strength, present with her, ready to help in times of trouble. Suddenly, he was all about her path. He could make good on his promise of loving kindness toward her, and he comforted her. He would not let any of her hopes be disappointed, nor could she fear any longer for those gloomy paths that lay ahead. Through the folds of the hills, they were open ways to him. So it wasn't enough for her to see only the next few steps. He would go before her and make his own footsteps a way for her to walk in. She was filled again with assurance. The one whom she followed could see through the mist all the way to the end of the path. And as she walked the misted way, she was given a song to sing. You, my Lord, never fails those who seek you. As she walked and sang, others whom she did not see because the mist lay heavy all about her, heard her singing. And though she did not know it, she gave many comfort and helped them to follow the path of his footsteps all the way to the end. Our Father, is the mist around us really the advancing edge of your powerful storm to drive away our enemies? We know that you hear our voice, which we call for help. God, give us courage to stand through the gathering darkness so that I can encourage others when your brightness is at last revealed. Also, I just want to say quickly, since I finished it, but I have a note on here from, I love when this happens because I've done this devotional a bunch of times, and the note for this one was that I had just gotten the test results from the HD, and so it said all the feelings I should feel being lost, alone, and isolated were not true, because God had really ministered to me in that place. So I hope you guys are encouraged and you guys are having a great week. And now I'm all caught up, and I'll talk when I have more to say. Have a blessed day.